Welcome to Ultimate Par-fection. Episode 3, the Par-fect finish.
Beautiful spring morning here. The sun is shining. The wind is down. Lovely day for golf here at Waitangi in Northland, New Zealand. Have not played here before, so I'm very excited as I'm just driving into the car park now. Quite an interesting little drive in. It's very open. You've got the ocean views, very scenic. A few people looks like camping nearby or like throughout the golf course, but yeah, it looks quite cool. I'm excited to play here. Fingers crossed I can go well. Alright, so I am a third of the way through here at Waitangi, playing off the blues, slope rating 125, par 72 course. Started off par, I didn't really know where I was hitting that one. You can't see the green, it's sort of quite in a bit of a dip once you get down to the last 50 metres. Got a little bit of a break off a tree, had a nice lie from the rough, and did pretty well hitting the green 2-putt. And then par on 2, and then the long par 5, 506 metres, stroke index 3. Had a bit of a collapse on that one, double bogey. Next one, index 1, almost 400 metres, par 4, rope hook my drive, and came away with a bogey, which I wasn't too disappointed with. Next one, par 5, another bogey, and then the par 3 to finish off that first third, 172 metres, hit a really nice 6-iron to about 15 feet and only just missed the putt. Just thought it was going to break a little bit right to left. It was uphill, and it just stayed on its line, and I just pretty much put it just past the hole to the right side, so it was a tap in for par there. So let's see if I can collect a few birdies and pars on this second third. The wind has really picked up here. It's spitting a little bit as well. Complete contrast from the front nine where it was sunny, still. This back nine has the second third has killed me a little bit. Started off with a par, then a double, and then the ninth, another par 3, 165 metres, parred that one, hit the green, 2-putt. So I had a 42 on the front, 6 over, and then 10th, par 3, bogey, 11th, bogey, and then the 12th, the easiest hole, 241 metre, par 4, went out of bounds on the tee shot left, so I was 3 off the tee, so I was a double there, and then here we are at the 13th. See if I can try to put some respect on this scorecard on the final third, maybe string a couple of pars together, get some momentum, see how we go. I'd like to give a quick shout out to my 6-iron. It's been an absolute champion today, easily the club of the day, and a real highlight on what has been a pretty ordinary round. I'm just walking up the 17th right now, and I've used the 6-iron on 3 of the 4 par 3s today. First one, 172, hit the green, par. Next one, 165 uphill, hit the green, par. Last one on 16 there, 178, severely downhill but a strong headwind, hit the green, par. So it's been an absolute standout, and also saved me with a few punch shots. Had a beautiful 6-iron on the par 5 11th. Second shot was a blind shot. Had no idea where I was aiming, just went for it and gave it a good rip. I spent a few minutes trying to find my ball and ended up going through the fairway an extra 30 metres from where I was looking. So, 6-iron, I love you. And I'll give you a recap shortly on how the round finished up for the last third.
So once again, through 12 holes, like my last round that I had at Carry Cliffs, it was not great, and I needed something special to try and salvage my scorecard for the last third. So let's see if I was able to do it again at Waitangi.
I was pretty negative before, thinking I had a fairly ordinary round, but that last third was really good golf. Like I wasn't very good off the tee, but I scrambled really nicely, and ended up with par, 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 par. So I was even through those last 6 holes, and yeah, the 13th par 5 was playing pretty long uphill, straight into the wind. Got onto the green there, 2-part regulation par. The 14th, 405 meter par 4, slightly downhill. Index 4, just missed the green with my second, and chipped it pretty close, put that in. 15th, par 4, 320 meters. Again, I had a terrible tee shot actually on this one. I pretty much just worm burner for about 150 meters, and then second shot got it to about 70 meters, and then stuck it really close with my wedge and drained the putt. My wedge game was actually really good today. Like, it's usually my Achilles heel, and today the 6-iron obviously was my favorite club in the bag today, but honorable mention goes to the sand wedge and the lob wedge. They were really good, and especially coming down the stretch there, they turned a few bogeys into pars, so that was great. Then I had the 16th, 178, par 3, hit the 6-iron, like I said, to the front of the green, and rolled in the 2 putts there, so that was par. The 17th, uphill, 296 meters, index 14. Hit a decent drive, just sort of found just off the fairway to the left in the rough, first cut. And this was my best chance at birdie. I hit my sand wedge. It was uphill into the breeze, and just nailed it like to about 8 feet, and just missed the putt. It was a little bit of a lag putt, a bit of right to left, and it just rolled past the hole on the low side by half a foot. So that was a tap-in par. I was a bit disappointed with that. And then the 18th, hit a nice drive. This was like a dogleg right, kind of goes a little bit downhill. Hit nice, little bit of a fade on it as well, so it sort of turned it a little bit around the corner, went through the fairway a little bit, so I ended up it was in like short rough. It was pretty much fairway anyway. And then hit my wedge through the green, and then the chip wasn't great, but put it to 10 feet, and I rolled in the putt, which ended up being pretty clutch, because that saved my last third being all pars, which I didn't actually know at the time. So that was, yeah, really good down the stretch. It ended up being a 40 on the back nine, 42 on the front, for a total of 82. So 10 over, under my handicap. I think with the slope rating of 125, I don't know what my adjusted handicap would be, probably 13, maybe 14 from the tips. But yeah, actually not a bad result, considering I wasn't great off the tee, and that's where my negativity was coming from earlier. But yeah, around the green's pretty good, so I'm looking forward to getting back into the lab and crunching the numbers, having a look at the stats, and see where I can improve.
Welcome to the lab. It is time to crunch those numbers, and I've always harped on about how bad my approach game is, and today the hard work has finally paid off for at least one round. My approach game was a handicap of 2 today. I am thrilled with that. That is the best wedges that I've hit for a long time. The problem with golf is we all know it's very frustrating and it is so difficult to get all aspects of your game in sync on the same day for 18 holes. It's very frustrating. So when one part of your game is on fire, generally speaking, something else falls by the wayside. And today that happened to be my driving. I had a handicap of 17 for my driving and I hit 3 out of 14 fairways for 21%, which is not great. But other aspects of my game were all really good. Like I said, the approach, handicap of 2, short game +1. So I was better than a scratch golfer around the greens with my short game. So that's really nice to see. Putting, handicap of 5, which is a huge improvement from my last round at Carrier Cliffs where it was in the 30s. So I don't know if that's got something to do with the greens at Waitangi being a little bit smaller and probably a bit easier. But overall, yeah, that's really nice to see. So I finished with 11 pars, 4 bogeys, 3 double bogeys. And if we go a little bit more in depth into the shots gained and the different handicaps and whatnot, my drive, like I said, 17 from in the approach subcategories, 100 to 150, scratch golfer. I had 150 to 200 as a +3. So that was my 6-iron. Like I said, it was on fire all day today. So that's nice to see. 200 to 250 meters, an 18 handicap, and 250 plus a 10 handicap. Short game from 0 to 20, a handicap of 3. From 20 to 60, a handicap of 6. And from 60 to 100, +10. I dare say, I think I only had one shot, and that was that sand wedge that I was telling you about on 17 up the hill. And yeah, that was probably about 75 meters, maybe a bit longer. And I stuck that to 2 or 3 feet. So that's why that's +10. From the sand, no shots from the sand. I also had the putting. Overall, it was a 5. From 0 to 6, it was a +8 handicap. So I was nailing everything in that close range. From 7 to 21 feet was a handicap of 26, so not good. And from 22 feet plus was a handicap of 17. So yeah, I was getting them close and then just finishing them off, and didn't have any 3 putts for the whole round, which is great. And this should tell me how many 1 putts I had as well, I would think. I had 6 1 putts. So that's really nice. Yeah, no 3 putts. And the average feet hold putts per round, 44. Cool to know. I guess I'll start monitoring that as well. But yeah, overall, a pretty good day. I was able to turn it around, like I said, on that last third. So really happy with that. And again, just trying to get everything all together for one round. Let's get the driving back on track, and that would have been a really nice round. But anyway, that's golf. It's time for a handicap update. So it is the 19th of October, and I'm pleased to announce that my handicap has come down from 12.5 to a 10.8. It's baby steps, but it's trending in the right direction. And if I want to be able to shoot a round of even par, I'll probably need to get my handicap down to about a 4 or 5 unless I really fluke around and somehow shoot a round of even par when I'm a handicap of 9 or 10. But realistically, I would need to get it down to that sort of mid-range, mid to low single figures to get around an even par. So we'll keep working over the next few months, over the summer. I'll keep documenting my progress. I'll be recording when I'm out on the course, playing a few different courses as well, and sharing my experiences and my journey along the way. And you guys are all coming along for the ride. So any tips that you got for me, I am all ears. Please send them through to me. Hit me up in my DMs. Any words of wisdom, advice, or motivation, keep those coming. I need all the support I can get. Any criticism and insults, well, you can send those my way as well. I don't really care. That's a wrap for today's episode. Just a shorter one today. You do not want to miss next week's episode, though. I sat down with a very special guest during his visit to New Zealand. I was absolutely buzzing to chat with him, and I'm so excited to share his story with all of you. So make sure you are tuned into that one. Really insightful, cool guy to chat with. So you'll find out who it is in the next episode. But until then, happy golfing, and I'll catch you later.